guys, I have to continue the story.
I still thought I could save him. Even after he said he was being crowned king over all the lands of wonder. The palace would be packed with his companions. Including the wise Calico who'd insisted on inviting him.
Bye, little cutie.
His queen waited, holding his crown.
Molly! I want to see all the pets in heaven.
There was only one thing left to do. Bend down his head.
No, that's a guillotine!
And the rest I think you know. Mrs. Finch, your son was a kind man who will be missed by all of us who knew him.
My brother was really cool. I wish you could have met him.
You know, the whole marijuana thing maybe messed with his head a little. I mean, I don't want to just say that, but I mean, I dream like that. I get lost in the world and stuff. He was really cool.
On the way back from Lewis's funeral, my mom told me to start packing. She waited until the day before we left to tell Edie.
You know, I wish I could stay close with a lot of my family, but hang on, let's see. But I don't know. For some reason, I don't know. You know what? Alright, let's see. You know, a person's room actually doesn't tell as much about them as I think it would. He had a little medicine there. Little Alcazar action figure or whatever. Hack for the cannery. video game monitors. I see a bit of myself in it. I see a bit of myself in all the characters, in all honesty. The one I see the least is the mom. Like hiding stuff from the kids. It's like the curiosity is very, very lacking there.
I'm not sure if she wanted to make it easier or harder. I wish we'd stayed. But I understand why we left.
Me too.
My mom ended up leaving everything behind.
You know...
What happened that night had been coming for a long time.
True.
Maybe it should have come sooner.
Yeah, there's something about the whole house that is... I understand their feeling of being unsettled now.
But it had to end one way or another. All that's left now is to tell you about that last night.
Yeah, you've talked about it. I'm curious. Is Edith your mom?
That whole last day, Edie just watched us pack and didn't say a word. Until supper, when she raised her glass and said,
"To our final night together, and all our final nights apart."
Grandma, you know what I said about alcohol. Some of your medications are very
Edith,
specific.
I left a present for you in the hallway. Why don't you go open it? The grown-ups have to argue now.
I'm sorry, you're right. We're all leaving tomorrow. Let's just enjoy our last...
I'm not leaving.
Edith, you're excused.
I'm beginning
the
to
power had been
understand
shut off
Mom.
that morning, but Edie always had plenty of candles. When my mom sealed the library, I don't think she knew about the other entrance. Or that Edie had a key to it.
That thing you're afraid of isn't going to end when you leave the house. Edith has a right to know these stories.
My children are dead because of your stories! I think it's best if Edith and I leave tonight. We'll have the nursing home send a van for you in the morning, okay?
Cold.
Dear Edith, there's so many stories I wish I could tell you, but there's only time for one. This is about what happened on the night you were born. That night, The tide went way, way out. It was the first and last time I ever saw the old house aground. There'd been an earthquake out in the middle of the ocean. They called it the lowest tide in 1,000 years. God, it smelled awful. You know, I've seen that house every day of my life.
This is bad because a tsunami is coming. That's what that means. When a tide comes in, you don't go towards it.
I never thought I'd go back to it.
No, this is bad, Granny.
When the fog rolled in, I lost my way.
No, I'll go straight.
I got turned around.
I know the direction.
For a while, I wandered.
Okay, this is her story, though.
I started seeing things. Things I'd forgotten had ever existed. But when I saw them, they felt like old friends. That night, a lot of things came back to me. Or maybe I came back to them. Things I can't explain, but that I need you to try and...
Edith, what are you doing in here?
It's mine.
Edith!
Mom, you're gonna rip it. Let go. I kicked and screamed, but Mom dragged me to the car. I never
Yeah.
saw Great Grandma Edie again. The next morning, the van came to pick her up, but she was already gone. After that, we moved around a lot. We both tried to make the best of it. A few years went by. My mom didn't like to talk about it. But she started getting sick a lot. The rest happened pretty quickly. She got better for a while, and then she didn't. And then I was alone. The last Finch left alive. Until I found out about you. I'm still not sure what to tell you about all this. If we lived forever, maybe we'd have time to understand things. But as it is, I think the best we can do is try to open our eyes. And appreciate how strange and brief all of this is. This journal was supposed to be for you. But now I hope you'll never see it.
Why?
I just want to meet you and tell you all these stories myself. But I guess if you're reading this now, things didn't work out that way. This is where your story begins. I'm sorry I won't be there to see it. It's a lot to ask, but I don't want you to be sad that I'm gone. I want you to be amazed that any of us ever had a chance to be here at all. Good luck.
Oh my gosh. Oh. Oh my gosh. Thanks, Johann. Unlockables. Wow, guys. There's something at the beginning I want to do that I didn't do the first episode. Just something real quick. Oh, I didn't realize that's what this was. Oh, Dawn, Edie, Dawn, Edie. It really seems like there's... I'm gonna see what this is real quick. The mom. And then I'll go back to the, you know, the regular thing. That I was trying to do.
That whole last day, Edie just watched us pack and didn't say a word. Until supper, when she raised her glass and said,
To our final night together, and all our final nights apart.
Grandma, you know what I said about alcohol. Some of your medications are...
Okay. Sorry guys, hang on. I kind of just want to skip that. This will erase your current... Ooh. Okay, replay story. What's the first one? Ingeborg. Who's Ingeborg? Molly. Okay, so their stories are intertwined. That's why it does that. And then Edith is the last, right? Alright. So we start from the very beginning. That's what I wanted. Nice. Back at the beginning. Okay. This adds a lot of context.
A lot of this isn't going to make sense to you, and I'm sorry about that. I'm just going to start at the beginning, with the house.
How did you pass? I saw that you entered a red light.
I lived
Oh
here until I was
no!
11, but I wasn't allowed inside half the rooms.
I get it. She passed while giving birth.
Inside the mailbox were bills from 7 years ago, marked urgent, open immediately.
Final notice. Some newspapers.
I hadn't been back since my brother Lewis's funeral.
Lewis. Aw. So sad.
In her will, my mother left me a key, but didn't tell me what it unlocked. Maybe
You
she
know-
thought I'd know. Or she thought that the mystery would be enough to bring me back.
Okay, here is the way that I didn't see. So, lavender. No, those are like tulip. That's like a full. Look at it. Gosh dang. It's so emotional. I was like questioning it. I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna
The
do
truth
it.
is, even after I inherited the house, I never thought I'd come back to it. But now
Why-
I had questions about my family that only the house knew the answers to. The woods
Oh,
around the
man.
house have always been uncomfortably silent. As if they're about to say something but never do.
All roads. I see.
The house was exactly like I remembered it, the way I'd been dreaming about it. As a child, the house made me uncomfortable in a way I couldn't put into words.
Now I know why. You know, I thought it was just gonna maybe be like some horror game or something like that. But it really puts into perspective just I don't know, I just honestly feel like this is a very, very tragic story. But guys, I enjoyed the game despite all of it. Like I don't know how to explain it quite, but it has the unfinished kind of vibe to everything. And you know, I kind of get it, like the story just isn't over.
I to Edie once about the dragon in the pond. She said it had killed her husband. I was 6. It seemed like an odd joke to me, even then.
That was a joke. Because it's true. That's so sad. He was planning on making something really fun. And look at the papers. I feel for this girl so much. I feel for the mom. What's this chair doing sideways? The wind did that? What do the papers say? Missing. And it's Milton. Oh my god, it's so emotional. Oh my gosh, it is so emotional. It's so unbelievably emotional. Guys, let me do you guys a favor. Watch a happy anime. Watch a happy show. I'll give you a few really good examples. So there's an anime called The Daily Lives of High School Boys. It is such a really nice one. It's so funny. I enjoyed it so much. Another one I'd say is, what else? Another happy one. What is it?
Now, as a 17-year-old, I knew exactly what those words were. I was afraid of the house.
Yeah. But, like I said, another anime that I highly suggest. One Punch Man. I remember the first season I really liked. I didn't get through all the second season. It might be good and all. But I really related to, like, the whole One Punch Man character. I mean, if you haven't seen it, I highly suggest that one. It's kind of comedic, kind of deadpan. Pretty funny, I'd say. Pretty fun. Like, I rooted for the main character. Who else? What else? What other anime? What other one? Let's see. Another one would probably be, you know, you could also look up other ones too. Like, I know Netflix has quite a few pretty good ones. Like, I'd say comedy after this whole, I think I'm gonna watch a comedy after this on my big TV. You know, normally I've been watching YouTube and stuff. Oh yeah, you can, on YouTube you can watch someone do a funny playthrough, like just search up like funny, funniest game or something like that, you know. What else? I mean, I guess next episode of something I'll come up with good anime. You know what? I'll suggest anime in my next few ones, probably. Maybe, I don't know. But yeah. Yeah. I'll see you in the next one, guys. I'm not sure if I want to end it like that, but I'll stick to it. I'll do it like this. It's fine. Sorry to. You know what? It's I wanna pay attention to that this game is a game. It's a game, guys. And I'm sure that even if even if the people in it were real, I'm sure that they lived a really good life, and I'm sure that they all put a really good part in the world. And I think that that's a really, really cool thing to look at. And yeah, I mean, like the thing is, like, instead of being afraid of what is bad, couldn't you be excited for what's good, you know? Like, be thankful for what is, what isn't, you know? Like, I feel like the whole playthrough was a bit sad, like, the chair being knocked over, like, the whole leaving and everything, and I feel like the mom was very focused on the reality of things, and she wasn't, like, she kind of just accepted things as this way, and she didn't explore how well she could see things. She didn't like curiosity or that kind of thing. And I mean, honestly, you can turn your life around, like anyone can.
I heard something moving around in the garage.
Yeah, I know. Let's see, what was the garage? Forgot. I swear that I'm gonna.
Crawling through the doggy door used to be a lot easier when I was 11.
Also, look, you're pregnant. I didn't see that the first time. I didn't notice it until you said something about
For the
it.
first time in years, I felt like I was home.
And you know, I think I was saying when I first came to this part, like, I really miss home.
The table was still a wreck from the night we left.
Like, I really wish that I made a lot of my life more homey. Yeah. Mom was putting her in a nursing home. Acting like things were
Instead
her
of a
fault.
family, there were just memories of one.
Yeah. And look, just everything about this place.
After Lewis started working at the cannery, we all got pretty sick of salmon. Except our cat, Molly.
And you know,
Nothing in the house looked abnormal. There was just too much of it. Like a smile with too many teeth.
Yeah, there's too much of that. I agree. I agree so much. There's way too much house. Like, everyone had their own individual parts of it, and they weren't really connected. And I really feel like the mom keeping secrets kind of even made that worse. Where it was like, the keeping of the secrets kind of made things like a worse atmosphere in a way. Like, there's bad things to not think about, and then whenever you try not to think about something.
Even the fireplace had a story. Edie told me the bricks came from the original house, after it sank.
But yeah, like, if you leave these secrets and everything, like, of not seeing bad things, the way I think about it is that it kind of leaves a lot to discover that's horrible later on, and it kind of is more taxing, and it kind of leaves you at this place where you where you're holding back this bad thing, and you keep thinking about it. It's like I'm telling you to not think about pink elephants. Just don't think about pink elephants, guys. Just don't. Yeah. Yeah, it's not now you're probably just thinking about pink elephants. And like the thing is, like maybe if I told you think about pink elephants, um, or like there was more openness and there was more like
It was like a bomb had gone off, killing everyone but sparing the furniture.
you see everything she says is really dismal and like dark and tragic. And like I understand it because like she has so much to see. There's so many secrets and everything, and so many things she didn't know, and so many, um, just so much. And like, just not accepting that this reality is this reality, um, or just not wanting to share this thing. I honestly side with the grandmother quite a bit because I feel like the mom was holding a lot back and everything. And I feel like the struggle, just the struggle between the two was, and then the struggle between other family members, and then the struggle between everyone was basically kind of hurting things, you know? Like, the way I see it is that, um, you know, there's always a better way to, like, the truth is able to actually set you free. Like, you can make peace with things. You can, when you start learning more, and you start, like, accepting more, and it's kind of crazy. Like, I'll get a glimpse into other people's lives somewhat, and I'll kind of see that like some things are awry, and I'll be like, well, I kind of want them to just live their best life. So I'm like I'm like, but I'm just a stranger, and I'm like, that's why I try making a lot of friends. That's why I try like making a YouTube channel maybe. That's why I like try to express myself more. I like to be able to kind of express it. And there's a lot of things that I have been hiding, and everyone has those secrets, and you know, I think that's okay too. Like I think that's another thing that could be seen as a positive for people. There's always more to explore with one person. It shouldn't be viewed as something that is bad. But dang, I've been talking a while, and I honestly think it's time you guys watch those happy anime or whatever. And I'll see you in the next one.